Good afternoon, and welcome to today's segment of Getting to Know You. Today, I'll have a guest, and the guest is none other than Dr. Lighton Evans. He's a lecturer and my academic mentee. So, welcome, Dr. Evans, to the show, and how are you doing, please?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, apart from injuring myself on weekends, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. I hope you get well.
It's okay.
Okay, I have gone through your profile, and it tells me that you're a senior lecturer in media theory in Swansea University, and you have mentioned quite a lot of research interests, ranging from augmented reality, virtual reality, and so many others. So what can you tell me about yourself other than like those things that I know, like pertaining to your personal life?
That's interesting because profiles on websites, right, they're meant to be professional. So this one is also incorrect because I've been promoted since that profile was made, so they haven't updated it. I can give you a quick rundown, right? My favourite breach is Rossilli. I support Swansea City Football Club. My favourite band is probably, I can't say the name of my absolute favourite band because it's obscene. So I'm going to say Soundgarden instead. And etc. And I like sort of 80s kind of alternative rock music and 80s alternative movies. But the interesting thing is, our professional profiles don't tell you any of these things, which are things that kind of are important even in a professional context, you know?
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's get back to your professional life. I've actually heard so many lecturers, even during my undergrad in Central University, Ghana, that there are different types of students. So, and I actually believe that being a student myself. So as a lecturer, how do you carry the students, this type of students along without leaving anyone or?
Oh, it's a very, very good question. And this comes really from the time before I was a lecturer, when I was a school teacher. And you learn very early that classes are of different abilities. And you have high achieving students, you have most students in the middle who will achieve okay, and they can get by on their own power. And then you have a group of students afterwards who are not necessarily bad students and could do well. But for a number of different reasons, they need to be encouraged and they need to be sufficiently supported in order to achieve their goals. Now, in many university classes, it's quite easy to identify students like this and to build up a relationship and a rapport with those students to make them feel comfortable. Just talking to them, making sure you ask them questions quite regularly, making sure you're asking them about their progress. Just these normal things can help them along. Organizing extra meetings with them is not a problem. When it becomes a problem is when there's 120 people in your class. That's a big problem.
Yeah,
so
I understand.
Maybe if there's 20, if there's 30, even if it goes up to 40 students, especially if you know the students a little, you can prepare for this and you can put in place some strategies around working with individual students, giving them extra time or at least enough time to give them the sufficient help. Where we have great problems is when we have many students. So I'll be honest, when that happens, it's quite difficult to help students in this circumstance unless they can ask for help themselves, which lots of students won't always do. So the more students in the room, the harder it becomes.
No, okay, that's good to know. Thank you. And the last question. Congratulations on your promotion, by the way. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I guess 5 years from now, ideally, I'm either, working towards a professorship in Swansea or somewhere else. I don't think I've got a big plan beyond that. A few more books maybe written, some more research papers, kind of boring stuff. Career-wise, I guess it's just keep on progressing,
Oh, well, thank you, and I wish you good luck with that. And I look forward to reading your books. I haven't read any, and that's my bad.
Don't worry, you're not the only person not to have read any. Don't worry.
And we have actually come to the end of this segment, and I would say I loved it, and I Thank you for coming. Thank you for the
You're
honest
welcome.
answers. And thank you for being my academic mentee. I've learned a lot from you as well. Thank you so
That's
much.
great. You're welcome always. You know that.